Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong were college classmates who were assigned to work in the same city after graduation and then quit to set up their own companies in Shanghai. The same experience and common interests make them the best of friends. Almost every weekend evening, Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong gather at a bar to drink together. This evening, also at the bar, after the tables and the floor were covered with beer bottles. Drunk, Qing Xiaoming and Lu Zhiyong began to complain that they were making more money and having less and less fun. They didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Qing Xiaoming said, "I saw on the internet that some people are playing the wife-swapping game. How about we play it?" LV Zhiyong froze for a moment. "We don't really swap wives. We just test their loyalty," Qing said with a smile. Lu Zhiyong smiled. "That's a good idea," he said. "We're out there all day trying to make money, and we don't know where we stand with our wives." Two people discuss to seduce each other's wife, but the agreement can only point to so far, not fake play really sing. When Qing Xiaoming thinks what way to seduce LV Zhiyong wife Fang Fang took the initiative to call him. On the phone, Fang rambling said, "Zhiyong is busy outside every day, when come back is also covered with alcohol, home is a hotel, I soon become his nanny. Home computer poisoning has been a week, Zhiyong promised to buy antivirus software, until today did not buy back." Qing Xiaoming a chance to come, he said, Fang you don't worry, my company has antivirus software, I will send you to the past." Qing Xiaoming helped Fang reinstall the computer system and install antivirus software. Fang took out a bottle of Coke from the refrigerator and gave it to Qing Xiaoming. Qing Xiaoming frowned when he opened the Coke and put it into his mouth. The Coke can smell of leftovers. He looked up at Fang and said mockingly, "You can really save money from Mr. Lu. You don't even want to throw away the leftovers." Fang said sheepishly, "Don't mention it. I don't cook for him in case he comes home, after cooking, he didn't come back. It's a pity to throw away so many dishes, so I have to put them in the refrigerator to eat slowly." Qing Xiaoming's eyes turned and said, "Eat leftovers every day, but also the body to eat bad. Come on, I'll treat you to seafood today." Fang hesitated, took out a mobile phone to call LV Zhiyong. LV Zhiyong said on the phone today to invite customers to dinner, will not come back. Qing Xiaoming drove Fang straight to the city's most luxurious seafood city. In order to create a romantic atmosphere, Qing Xiaoming specially arranged the waiter lit candles on the table, put on the red wine. Eating seafood, tasting red wine, Fang tears but could not help but fall. Fang said, "Zhiyong hasn't invited me out to dinner for a long time." Qing Xiaoming could not help but be pleased, it seems that he will not be able to seduce Fang for a long time. In the following days, no matter how busy Qing Xiaoming did not forget to take time to call Fang every day. If LV Zhiyong does not go home for dinner, Qing Xiaoming will order takeout food to Fang to go home. As Qing was considering how to further develop his relationship with Fang, Lu Zhiyong called him. LV Zhiyong on the phone excitedly quacking straight smile, he said he with Qing Xiaoming wife Zhuanzi relationship has made rapid progress. Zhuanzi not only accompanied LV Zhiyong to eat dinner, went to the supermarket, also specially to LV Zhiyong bought a beautiful tie. Although all this as they discussed in advance, Qing Xiaoming listened to the heart is still not a taste. Qing Xiaoming smiled dry to voice, not to be outdone said, "A tie is nothing." Fang said she would buy me a suit and a shirt. Put down the phone, Qing Xiaoming could not help but scold bitterly, "Fuck, what is this called?" This bad idea is Qing Xiaoming thought out, now he can only knock out his teeth to swallow. Qing Xiaoming decided to come to him a double knife. On the one hand he began secretly to monitor the activities of LV Zhiyong and Zhuanzi, on the other hand he increased the intensity of the attack Fang. At the weekend, Qing Xiaoming pushed away all the social activities, he accompanied Fang to the sea park to play a whole day. Play in the process, Qing Xiaoming secretly to Zhuanzi call. The voice on the phone is very messy, one can tell that Zhuanzi is not at home. Where are you? Asked Qing Xiaoming. Zhuanzi excitedly said, I climbed the Great Wall. The Great Wall can be so many people, can be really lively. Zhuanzi said and hung up the phone. Such as Qing Xiaoming call in the past, Zhuanzi turned off. In the evening, Qing Xiaoming sent Fang Fang home, hurried to drive home. Downstairs, Qing Xiaoming saw an orange light in his bedroom. The ambiguous light let Qing Xiaoming could not help but forehead straight cold sweat. Will not be LV Xiong this guy unilateral break the agreement, false play really sing it? So many years of couples, Zhuanzi really cannot resist temptation? Qing Xiaoming wanted to rush upstairs, he worried about really see LV Xiong and Zhuanzi naked together scene, it can be too embarrassing, too humiliating. Qing Xiaoming was so anxious that he circled downstairs, smoking one cigarette after another. At this time, Zhuanzi called. Zhuanzi sleepily said, Xiaoming, why don't you go home, it's 12 o'clock. It seems that they think too much, Qing Xiaoming excitedly shouted, Zhuanzi, my good Zhuanzi. I'm going home. Qing Xiaoming ran upstairs in one breath. He opened the door and rushed into the bedroom only to smell that the bedroom was full of alcohol. He saw Zhuanzi lying drunk on the bed. Qing Xiaoming went to the bedside, Zhuanzi an arm around him, spraying wine to him. Qing Xiaoming pushed Zhuanzi away with a serious face and said, Who did you drink with tonight? It's a shame to be so drunk. Unexpectedly, Zhuanzi is not afraid, she sneered and said, Every day after you drunk to go home, I drunk once on the indecent? You asked me who I went drinking with. What about you? What took you so long? Qing Xiaoming was asked Zhuanzi, but Zhuanzi asked tongue-tied. Qing Xiaoming was so angry that he closed the bedroom door and went to the study to sleep alone. In the morning, Qing Xiaoming got up, found Zhuanzi did not prepare breakfast for him, but they have never been married since. Zhuanzi left a note on the table, Xiaoming, I go to work, you prepare your own breakfast. A beautiful child. Qing Xiaoming realized the seriousness of the problem, whether it is Zhuanzi really moved the heart of LV Xiong. It seemed that he had to talk to Lu Xiong. Qing Xiaoming called about LV Xiong out for dinner in the evening. LV Xiong said on the phone that he had no time to entertain in the evening. Qing Xiaoming cursed, You don't give me bullshit. The sky is falling, and you must come tonight. On this day, Qing Xiaoming was very depressed. Fang Fang called him and said she wanted to eat seafood tonight. Qing Xiaoming said, You just want to drink seawater, I don't have time to accompany you. And he hung up. Qing Xiaoming attitude of a sudden change, the other end of the phone Fang Fang confused. In the evening, Lu Xiong saw Qing Xiaoming after a face of bad smile, he said, How only these days you cannot bear. It was your idea. Qing Xiaoming angrily said, I don't believe this evil, we so many years of husband and wife, still can't stand this test. But we have made a promise, and we can only keep it up to date, not pretend to be true. Lu Xiong burst into laughter and said, Why don't we stop here? Qing Xiaoming angrily said, No, Fang Fang promised to buy me a suit has not given me. Finally, two people agreed to further increase the intensity of the attack, but to see who is the wife of the first adultery wall. Early in the morning the next day, Qing Xiaoming called Fang Fang to apologize, said yesterday his company business encountered some trouble in a bad mood, speak rough, ask her to forgive yourself. Qing then spent 18,000 yuan on a delicate platinum diamond ring. Women naturally love jewelry, Qing Xiaoming is to use a diamond ring to knock Fang Fang's heart. At LV Xiong's house. When Qing Xiaoming gave the diamond ring to Fang Fang really bright eyes, she took the diamond ring full of praise. Qing Xiaoming took the opportunity to say, If you like it, put it on. This diamond ring matches your hand shape very well. Fong Fong hesitated for a moment, or put the diamond ring on her finger. Qing Xiaoming could not help but secretly proud of himself, this move poison enough. Unexpectedly, Fong Fong put the diamond ring on her finger and made two satisfied gestures, then suddenly froze. Qing Xiaoming asked, Fong Fong, what's wrong with you? After a moment's silence, Fong Fong pointed to a very old gold ring on her finger and said, this ring was worn when Zhiyong and I got married. How much do you think it cost? A few years ago, gold was cheap, but it must have been a few hundred yuan more, said Qing. Fong Fong smiled. The ring cost $5.50, she said. Qing Xiaoming was stunned. Fong Fong continued, Zhiyong and I were both very poor at that time. We couldn't even afford a gold ring when we got married. We were afraid that our relatives and friends would laugh at us, so we used a 50-cent coin to make such a ring in a jewelry shop. The processing fee was $5. On the night of our wedding, Zhiyong hugged me and said that he would buy me the most beautiful and most expensive ring when he got rich in the future. Fong Fong smiled, intoxicated by the memory of the past, while tears rolled down the corners of her eyes. Qing Xiaoming listened to the heart-sour uncomfortable, his resignation struggle, is not also in order to earn more money, can let the wife live a comfortable life? Nowadays, I make more and more money, but how can I forget the original intention of making money? Evening, Qing Xiaoming on the way home, specially bought a handful of red roses, he wants to save his love. Zhuanzi had come home from work and was sitting on the bed in her bedroom playing with a beautiful pearl necklace. Qing Xiaoming sent flowers to Zhuanzi in front of teasing said, flowers with beauty? How are you, my princess? Zhuanzi suddenly froze, she stared at the rose for a long time, tears down her eyes, she choked and said, Xiaoming. I think you don't care about me. Qing Xiaoming does not wait for Zhuanzi to finish the words. A hug to her in his arms, softly said, all blame me, it is my fault, let you cold. This night, Qing Xiaoming and Zhuanzi night lingering, as if back to the honeymoon. The next day, Qing Xiaoming in the office is ready to call LV Zhiyong, he wants to end this ridiculous wife-swapping game. LV Zhiyong pushed the door and came in. As soon as he entered the room, LV Zhiyong asked anxiously, Xiaoming, Fong Fong said she had a date tonight. Is it with you? As soon as Qing Xiaoming said no, his phone rang. It was Zhuanzi. Zhuanzi said she had something at night, will not go home for dinner. Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong look at each other, do they have other men in play? Fong Fong and Zhuanzi idea? Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong decided to discuss, night separate tracking these two women, but to see what they want to do. Evening, Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong separately followed behind Fong Fong and Zhuanzi. Fong Fong and Zhuanzi unexpectedly came to the same bar in front of the door, two women hand in hand into the bar. Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong secretly called a bad thing, these two women meet, they can have big trouble. They give diamond rings and necklaces to their friends' wives. How can they explain this ridiculous game to their wives if they find out? The bar was dimly lit, and Qing Xiaoming and LV Zhiyong sat quietly beside Fong Fong and Zhuanzi. Heard Zhuanzi excitedly said to Fong Fong, you this husband game is really good. It is to make these two stinking men a little jealous, and let them feel the bitterness of our hearts, otherwise they will not know how to cherish. Fong Fong was excited, too. She said, yeah, I didn't expect two stinks to fall for it so easily. Now I am fine. Zhiyong calls me several times a day and buys me new clothes and flowers. He is afraid that I might run away with another man. Zhuanzi took out the string of pearl necklace to Fong Fong, said, this is your husband gave me. Fong Fong also took out a diamond ring to Zhuanzi. Two women while drinking red wine, while laughing and scolding two smelly men, face filled with long-lost happiness. Qing Xiaoming looked up at LV Xiong, found that he was secretly wiping tears. Qing Xiaoming, eyes a red, said, "This game we are losers, come, drink bar." Lu Xiong picked up his glass and said, "In the future, no matter how busy we are at work, we can't forget to go home to accompany my wife. We work so hard, just to draw a warm Kong for my wife and children. This is happiness, this is happiness." Two men sneaked out of the bar after a glass of wine.